Hey guys, welcome back. I'm edcgunner, and today I'm gonna talk to you about, we'll do a little review of a Longines HydroConquest, and I wanna give you a little wrist shot, how it looks in real life and on the wrist. And today we're gonna have a review, and this is the watch I've been looking forward to have and to get and to own, and I wanted it for quite some time, ever since I got myself an SKS Orient tray and started talking about a bit more mid-range divers, which are around up to $1,000, and this is $900 on Amazon. You can check the link in the description box. And finally I got it. I got one used. It's well worn, and you can see I've been wearing it for a couple of weeks now, and I think I gathered my thoughts for a review. But firstly, I want to talk to you about the disappointment about this watch. I kind of glorified it for so long that when one appeared for a good deal, I wanted to have it. Said, yeah, sure, I will buy it. I always wanted to have it, but upon receiving it, it kind of let me down a little bit. It's not everything I expected it will be, and we're gonna talk about that in this review, so stay tuned. Alright guys, everything's set up for a review. I've been wearing this watch for more than 2 weeks, and I'm very well acquainted with this one. I'm gonna be wearing it more. I have gloves for reviewer, like all you reviewers do, but they are not white gloves, so I'm gonna have to do without them. Obligatory wristwatch check. I've been wearing my Reverso for a lot, and I'm enjoying it very much so. And but this watch, let's talk about Longines HydroConquest. For a long time I wanted to have this watch, and some of my friends also wanted to have this watch as well, and they were thinking about it. And first thing, when they took this watch, they noticed this rattling reactions, and I've been telling them this is what causes the rattling. So you need to close up the bracelet, and when you put this on, the rattling is alright, it's no longer there. But just wanted to get that out of the way, to know what can you expect from this watch. This watch has always been on my radar, but I never could have kind of given to the notion of giving $1,000 for the watch, and that's a diver. There's so much competition out there. I got my Orient, and naturally when you get those watches, you are looking at a bit more, you want to climb forward, look more to the upper scale watches, and this is one of those watches that I was looking at, and I identified it as a perfect because it's not an homage watch. It comes from a Longines. Longines is a reputable brand, and it kind of looks different than just another Rolex Submariner knockoff, and that's the good thing about it. The bad things about it, the bit of a bracelet kind of rattles, but it's alright. This watch on Amazon is around $900. I will put a link in the description box, so you go check it out, compare the prices. There are quite a few versions of this Longines. Maybe I will show you later on in the catalog, but there's a black version, this is the blue version, and the blue one is dark blue. It doesn't scream, look at me, I'm a blue fancy watch. It's kind of more of a black and dark blue, and it works great. It's almost like you are having a black HydroConquest. There's also two-tone one, the red one with the red bezel. I think that's kind of a bit strange one. Also, there are chronographs. There's a 39mm version. There's 41. I think this is the 41. and there's 44. But the thing is, I measured this one. This is, I will put you a reference to it. From here to here, it's 41. But when you up it with the crown guards, it's 44. And the crown sticks out a little bit. Lug to lug, this one is 51 millimeter, and this is, let's just call it 41 version. The bracelet is 21 millimeters, and it does not taper out. So on the wrist, it wears kind of large, and I kind of wish it tapered a little bit, just a little bit. It would feel more sophisticated, and this one doesn't feel sophisticated at all. I've been looking at it through the viewfinder, and the watch looks very nice on this. Maybe it's my professional setup here, but the watch truly looks nice through the viewfinder, looks nice on the Amazon pictures, but overall it kind of lacks certain something. And overall, on the used market, I didn't pay retail, I didn't pay $900 for it, but it's alright, it's okay price. I paid half of it almost, and for that money, I think I got myself a terrific watch. It's a great condition. It's brushed stainless steel, center links are polished, and I love it. I don't mind it. Some people will hate it, but I love it. It gives that extra dimension to the watch, and it feels more flashy because the dial, it has that iridescent glow, that kind of sunshine. When it hits at certain light, it kind of glows, just like on Orient Ray or Mako, but it's more subtle. It doesn't scream, hey, look at me, I'm a Longines. The one thing I would find it fault about this watch is the loom. The loom, you call yourself a Longines, call yourself a dial watch. This is 300 meter water resistant watch, Swiss automatic. The loom doesn't last more than 10 minutes. I will give you loom shots, I will insert it somewhere here, but it doesn't last longer than 10 minutes, and even those first 10 minutes are nothing to write home about. Let me just try to show you like this. I had spinnakers that glows better than this one. The bezel is aluminum insert bezel. It has 120 clicks. It's quite firm. No back play whatsoever. And I now have to put it in the center, because someone will say it's not aligned properly or whatnot, but I don't care about that. So yeah, overall the watch is a good one. It's full stainless steel, it's a big chunk of steel. The sides are polished on the bracelet and on the watch, and it's kind of unfinished story, this watch. It's a great watch on the used market. This is a great bang per buck, but if you're gonna buy something, it's a brand new watch, I do recommend this over some homage watches. But overall, maybe Oris Aquas is a competitor of this one, and Oris Aquas is better than watch. Of course, in Oris you get a Salida movement, and this one you get a modified ETA movement, which Longines calls the L caliber something. It's a 2892 or something like that. It's a good movement. You can find that in the Tag Heuer watches. You can find it in certain Certina watches, and I had some certain Certina DS divers which are better finished than this watch. But of course, when you buy Certina, it's just Certina, but you want to buy Longines, the Longines carries more prestige overall. And let me just give you the case back. But first, let's get the bracelet off the way. It says here has a Longines logo and 300 meters, 300 bars. It's a watertight watch. It has a very tight crown that screws in. The bracelet is done nicely, but if I had to find a flaw to this watch, is this clasp here. It's just a normal clasp, but this here part is great. The links are very solid links, solid end links, and like on any Longines Conquest, the case back is truly a stunner. Let me just find you a focus here. You can see here, it's very well machined and engraved, and when you are wearing it all day, sometimes it leaves a mark on your hand. This Longines Eagle eyes or whatnot. It's super cool, and the Longines case backs are one of my favorite case backs, and here you can see the model number L3742-4, and yeah, 300 meter water resistant steel, great watch for the money. But overall, if you don't have a ready available watchmaker, I wouldn't advise you to buy used watches, because if you are buying used automatic watches or mechanical watches, you need to have a watchmaker, just in case something's wrong, especially the Mercury retrograde. And this is the crown. The crown is also signed, has a Longines logo here, the eagle, I like to call it eagle, and it has a nice notch for pulling it out. And when you want to screw it in, you can feel it's tight, it's solid, and you have to turn it quite a few times to make it solid. It is 300 meter water resistant watch. If you want something Swiss, that's not gonna break the bank, but that's all relative. But I would hunt this one used. In the brand new retail space, this watch is all right. It's like I said, it's around $900 on Amazon. And what else can you buy around $900 brand new? That's a Swiss-made automatic movement sapphire crystal, of course. I read somewhere they have a AR coating on the bottom side of the crystal, but I'm not really sure about that, so don't quote me on that. Overall, you can see this watch plays black. It appears like it's black one, but it's blue. So I'm gonna put it on my wrist and gonna show you how it looks once more. Very comfortable for a chunky watch. Like I said, lug to lug is around 50 millimeters, 41s with this crown guards, which are really cool. Crown guards make this watch give its character, so you know it's a Longines HydroConquest someone's wearing. It's 44 with the crown guards across diameter, and my wrist is 18.5 centimeters last time I checked, and that's somewhere under 7.5 inches, but let's just call it 7.5 inches, and it plays very nice on the wrist. It's a catchy watch, looks good, and it's a perfect summer watch, summer beater. Nicely designed, has a nicely polished center wings, and I have a feeling that Longines didn't cater to those who want a specific no-nonsense dive watch. This is a watch that's more fancier, shinier, blingier, that's gonna tell us, hey, I have a nice watch, I have a nice Swiss automatic watch. So they put more emphasis on that. They didn't bother much with the loam, which that's kind of downer for this watch, to be honest. The biggest downer. They didn't bother with the loam, but overall the watch looks nice. It has a character. It's not a Rolex homage, and that's my favorite part about it. And overall, it's a nice watch for the money. If you want to step up from Orient and Seiko SKS and some other watches, it's a nice entry into the more upper echelon luxury watches. And after you get this one, next watch you'll be looking at is probably Omega Seamaster 300, or some sort of Longines, some sort of a Tag Heuer Aqua Racer, which I reviewed. You can check that out. But to be frank, I would rather buy Seamaster 300 used than a brand new Aqua Racer, and get this watch, save your money for Seamaster, or maybe you want something better and nicer like Submariner. But everything in between, I think you will be good with this watch and save your money for something extra nice and skip those middle class watches. Arguably, after this one, you can get a Tudor Pelagos or Black Bay. But there's so many watches in this price range that it's really, I wouldn't advise tying your money if you're a watch collector. If you're not a watch collector, then this is a great watch. Overall, it's a Longines. But if you're a watch collector, I wouldn't tie my money into too many of these pieces. Maybe I owned and reviewed lots of Orient Ray and Mako watches, and they are equally as nice. And frankly, the best bet is to get one of those and save up for maybe Tudor or Submariner. But if you want to have something you can't wait, this is a great step up because it's Swiss, it's shiny and blingy, and it's gonna catch us a lot of attention from the ladies and whatnot if that's something you're into. And it's a Swiss-made Longines automatic watch, and Longines carries lots of prestige with itself, just as a brand name. And overall, it's not a bad watch, but it's not without its flaws. See, when I have the bracelet open it, if that's something you can live with, it's a great watch. You can put it on extra other NATO bands or whatnot. Overall, I think that's my review. If you have this watch, leave a comment in the comment section out there. How do you like it? Has it betrayed you? Has it served you well? And also, if you have any more questions about this watch, feel free to ask in the comments down below. I will get back to you. You can also email me your questions at edcgunner@gmail.com, and I will be happy to answer all your questions. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching another EDC Gunners review. I would appreciate it if you would leave a thumbs up and subscribe.